You're tuned to Night Roads Radio. I'm your host, Leah, and tonight's broadcast isn't a tale of my own invention. It's a legend, one whispered on the islands of eastern Indonesia. A story older than roads, older than radio. They call it Suanggi. In the islands of Maluku Utara, Suanggi is a name spoken carefully, often in a whisper. To some, it means a witch, to others, a spirit of vengeance, and to many, it is both. It's said that Suanggi walks among the living disguised as an ordinary person, sometimes a neighbor, sometimes a stranger at the market. But when night falls, their true face emerges, and their true hunger begins. The story goes back centuries, to the time when traders came to Maluku for cloves and nutmeg. Portuguese sailors wrote of people accused of being Suanggi, villagers who could summon illness with a glance or consume the organs of their enemies after death. Dutch records mention it too. They feared Suanggi more than pirates, because a pirate you could fight. A Suanggi you couldn't see until it was too late. In some villages, when a person died suddenly, people whispered, "The Suanggi took him." If someone wasted away from sickness, neighbors watched carefully for signs: strange laughter at night, red eyes, a shadow moving where no one stood. And if suspicion fell on you, the punishment was brutal. Some were killed, their bodies thrown into the sea as if salt water itself could cleanse the land of their curse. But Suanggi isn't only about death. There is another side to the legend. In Maluku Utara, they say Suanggi can appear as a beautiful woman. She waits at crossroads, or on lonely beaches, or even at night markets with a lantern's flicker low. Men who stray from their families, men who chase lust instead of loyalty, find themselves drawn to her. She smiles, she speaks softly, and when they follow, she devours them. There are stories of fishermen who vanished after following a strange woman home. Some whisper of soldiers who laughed with a girl in the evening, only to be found lifeless at dawn, their skin pale, their chests hollow. Some say Suanggi takes the heart, others say the liver, but all agree she takes what makes you human. And if you see her eyes, you will never forget them. Red, burning, like coals in the ashes of a dying fire. But there are also ways, they say, to protect yourself. Families hang cloves and nutmeg by their doors, symbols of life, to ward off death. Some carry small charms of iron or copper. Others keep salt in their pockets, because salt purifies, and spirits, no matter how strong, cannot cross it. In some villages, if a Suanggi is suspected, a dukun, a shaman, may be called to perform rituals. The night fills with smoke and chanting, and sometimes the accused confesses, whether guilty or not. There's one story told in Maluku Utara. A young man met a woman at the market. She was beautiful, and she laughed at his jokes. They shared betel nut, chewed side by side. But when he reached for her hand, he felt nothing but bone. He looked up, and her face was gone. Just empty skin, hanging like cloth. He never returned to the market again. Legends like Suanggi live in the space between truth and fear. Is it real, or just the echo of old warnings meant to keep people loyal to their families, faithful to their communities, and careful where they wander at night. Historians say Suanggi reflects the anxieties of the islands: fear of strangers, fear of betrayal, fear of sickness with no cure. Anthropologists call it scapegoating. When misfortune strikes, someone must be blamed. But for the people who still live with the whispers, the fear is not theory. It's alive. That was tonight's legend. Suanggi, the dark witch of Maluku Utara. And remember, not every danger comes from the road ahead. Sometimes it walks beside you. Sometimes it waits at the crossroads. And sometimes it wears a smile.